as requested, just a short video about delusions. So the first delusion, the one that I can sort of relate to the most, the one that I've had the most, is delusions of grandeur. So the one that I'm going to talk about is this is in 2005, just before hospitalization, or 2005 before hospitalization, around February time. So what happened was I sort of I was writing poetry for a war veterans site. Like, it was pretty much a site that raised money so that for an organization known as I Cross Canada, which was one that helped Africa out. So I would write poetry and just to promote it, help it out a little. I since removed the poetry because my parents didn't want me to have it on, but all the same, I had sort of during that time I had actually found on the internet a place where I could write articles for $40 an article, roughly $20 to $40 per article, $20 to $60 per article, and actually it was for a homeless shelter here in where I live, and yeah, I kind of hadn't picked up money, but I was accruing the money just every month. But all the same, I started having this delusion that I could help end poverty, that I could really end poverty in Africa. I could change the world. I could be that person who would just end poverty in Africa. So, just a side note, the money that I made from that magazine, I actually gave back to the homeless shelter, because I actually saw the homeless people and I thought, oh my god, they have it a lot worse than me, which is the actual case. So not all my delusions have, of course, been of grandeur. I had a persistent one for a while, that my blood was poisoned. And even if I got a tiny cut, if I got a bloody nose, I'd have to just wipe it off and hide it, because I was scared. I'm like, somebody touches this blood, they're gonna become like me. I don't want them to become like me. For the record, schizophrenia, you cannot pass it on to people unless it's biologically via your children. Generally it skips a generation, but we don't actually know exactly. There's not enough research to suggest, but all the same, you can't pass it on. It's not contagious. So not all delusions actually have to be bad. I've had delusions which are kind of pleasant in a way. They're untrue, but I mean, it's kind of pleasant. Something like I have a hidden gift, I just need to find it, and unfortunately the finding process might be a little bit dangerous and not so safe, but I have a hidden gift and it will come to me. Sometimes in my dreams I have delusions, and sometimes they actually come true, which is more than anything just coincidence, but it's just that sometimes in my headspace I will believe that I actually caused it to happen. Last year around this time, actually believed, I was quite sure COVID was a pandemic. We had a grand plane crash. I did post a song I wrote on YouTube for the victims of family of it, but all the same, I contacted CBC a week later after that plane crash, so that was January 15th-ish, around this time last year, and said, shouldn't you do a story about how COVID is a pandemic? And they said, oh, it's not going to become a pandemic. This is CBC News, mind you, a very liberal site, should be defunded, but all the same, they said, it's not going to become a pandemic, you're just delusional, you don't know what you're talking about. But the delusion that I was having was that it was actually biochemical warfare from China, that it was China was trying to take us over, that China was going to take USA over, and some people still believe that. I mean, I was only just saying, everything seems to fit, as Ronald Reagan said, as soon as fascism comes to America, it'll be known as liberalism, and that's pretty much what's happening. Freedom of speech is dead and all that kind of stuff, but I mean, that's obviously for a different topic all the same, but I just kind of believe that, we are sort of experiencing the signs of the end of the world and Armageddon. Anyway, this is just a short video. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the shaky hand camera. I don't actually have it's not a camera, it's just an iPad that I'm holding in my hand, and yeah, I'm not really able to prop it up right now, but thanks for watching.